All right, so we continue quickly with question 3. It says that we should, without using mathematical tables or a calculator, we have to simplify 0.00256 times 0.0064 times 81 all over 0.0016 times 51.2 times 0.00027. So we just write the whole thing, 256 times 10 exponent. How many times did we move to the right to get a 256? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So times 10 exponent negative 5. When we are moving to the right, it is negative. When we are moving to the left, it is positive. Okay. So times 1, 2, 3, 4. 64 times 10 exponent negative 4 times 81 all over 16 times 10 exponent 1, 2, 3, 4 negative 4 times 512 times 10 exponent negative 1 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 27 times 10 exponent negative 5. Okay, so I can now write 256 times 64 times 81 times 10. Alright, so I have 256 times 64 times 81 times 10 exponent negative 5 times 10 exponent negative 4 all over 16 times 512 times 27 times 10 exponent negative 4 times 10 exponent negative 1 times 10 exponent negative 5. So it is left with me to simplify all these things that I have. So I can see 256 going into 8 of 1, and then the same 256 goes into 512 two times. I see 16 go into 8 of 1. The same 16 goes into 64 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. And then also I see 27 go into 8 of 1. And then the same 27 goes into 8 to 1 3 times. I don't see anything yet. Let me wait. So I have 1 times 4 times 3. Now I see 1 times 4 times 3 times 10 exponent negative 5 times 10 exponent negative 4 all over 1 times 2 times 1 times 10 exponent negative 4 times 10 exponent negative 1 times 10 exponent negative 5. So I can now cancel here 1, here 2. I'm going to have 6 times 10 exponent negative 9 all over. I add this to this. 1 times 10 exponent. This will be negative 9 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So this. Okay, negative 10. Okay, this will be 6 times 10 exponent negative 9 plus 1. That will be positive 1. So this is going to be 60. We're asked to simplify this without leaving the answer in standard form. So it is going to be 60. If it were standard form, then this would be okay. Just put 0.0 here, it would be okay. But because the question was not specific as whether standard form or the ordinary form, any of this is right. All right, so this is the answer for this particular question. The last question says that the width of a rectangular pavement is 4 meters less than the length. If the area is 96 meters squared, find the perimeter. So we're told that area of a rectangle is given by length times width or breadth, and then the perimeter is given by 2 of the length plus 2 of the width or the breadth. So the question says the width of a rectangular pavement is 4 meters less than the length. Since we don't know the length, let's say m be equal to the length. No, let's use y. The width is 4 meters less than the depth. So if length is y, then the width is going to be y minus 4m, which is the length minus 4 meters. So we have this. We can now do substitution. We have the area in the question. So by substitution, I get length times width, giving me the area. I know this is length, this is width. So y into bracket y minus 4 is equal to 96. I expand this, giving me y squared minus 4y quadratic. Y squared minus 4y minus 96 is equal to 0. Yeah, so this is what I have now. Now I find the factors of 96 such that when I multiply, I get 96, but when I add, I get negative 4. So what factors are you recommending, or what factors do you think are going to work in this case? So let's see how we can get these factors now. Okay, so I think we can use 12 and 8. Yes, 12 and 8. So y squared negative 12. So we are using negative 12 and then positive 8. 12 times 8, that will be 96. Okay, now we will choose y is equal to 12 meters because length cannot be negative, neither can the breadth be negative. So y is equal to 12 meters. And then if y is equal to 12, which is the length, we were told that the width is 4 less than this. So the width is what we have as the 8 meters. So when we multiply the 8 by the 12, we get our 96. Now the question continues to say we should find the perimeter. Length now is 12. And then the width is also 8. So that will be giving us 40 meters. So length is supposed to be in meters and not the meter square. So this is basically the perimeter is supposed to be in meters and not the meter square. The same applies to the length and the width. They are supposed to be in meter and not meter square. So this is the solution to the 4 questions that I tried my hands on today for you. So you can subscribe to the channel and then talk to the channel about your friends so that they can also benefit from what you are getting from this channel. Thank you so much for your time, and then do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.